SNESdrunk.
Hiya folks, this is SNESdrunk here, talking today about the Top Gear series for the Super Nintendo. There's 3 games in the series. The first, obviously, is Top Gear. The second is Top Gear 2. And the third skips about 2,997 sequels all the way to Top Gear 3000. Okay, to start with the first game, Top Gear might actually be my favorite racing game on the Super Nintendo, not named Super Mario Kart. And the reason why is because of the 3 elements of strategy within the racing itself. So you're not just holding down a button and turning your car left and right. There's more to it than that. The first, you get 4 cars to choose from, and each car has its own strength and weakness. Whether it's a higher top speed, with the weakness being that it consumes fuel faster, or whether it's a better tire grip for better turning, which leads to a lower top speed, etc., etc. The second element of strategy is refueling. In some of the longer races, going into a pit stop is a requirement, so when you refuel and how much fuel you take in can be tricky. If you sit on your ass in there for too long, everyone's going to pass you. Or if you picked a more fuel-efficient car, you might even be able to complete the whole race without refueling. Oh, fuck, I'm out of gas, come on! Come on! Get there! Yeah! The third element of strategy is the use of the 3 nitros you get for each race. A nitro is a burst of speed that'll propel your car way faster than it would normally go. You don't want to shoot your wad with these or you'll be dead in the water towards the end of the race. So yeah, it's because of those 3 things that make this game worth playing nowadays. It keeps the difficulty balanced. Not that this game is that hard to begin with, but it's not that easy either. Also, the soundtrack kicks ass. Listen to this riff. I will say one pain in the ass about this game is the permanent split screen. Even if you're playing by yourself, you gotta sit there and watch the computer cut you off and be an asshole. Oh, and one last thing, this is the screen you get when you complete a race circuit. It's a man by himself, tightly gripping a conspicuously placed, overexcited champagne bottle. No. Next is Top Gear 2, which took a completely different approach from the first game. You don't get a choice of a car, instead you just accumulate money from races to buy shit and improve your car that way. That's nice and all, but the problem with that is all you really have to do is just buy the nitro upgrade right away, and you'll win every race no problem. That's because instead of just 3, you get 6 nitros in this game, so you barely even have to think about the timing or picking your spots or anything like that. Just nitro the hell out of your car on the first lap, blow by everybody, and hang on to win. It's pretty simple. My biggest issue though with Top Gear 2 is that they completely removed the pit stops. No refueling at all. Now, one of my favorite things about Top Gear is that if you happen to miss the pit stop and run out of gas, you're just fucked. You literally just sit there until the race is over. Now, I might be in the minority, but I think that's funny as hell, and it's happened to me plenty of times. Other drivers might even slam into your car as you're just sitting there out of gas and propel you forward to the point where you could actually finish. I think that's friggin' hilarious. But no refueling at all in Top Gear 2. Bummer. But at least they do have a full screen for a single-player game, and the weather looks kinda nice. But yeah, it's a totally different game from the first one, and not for the better. The first game just drives much smoother too, and your car feels more responsive. Overall, Top Gear 2 is not bad, but it's pretty bland. You're better off playing the first game. Oh, and again, the end screen. This is my reward for beating the game? This guy? Why? Lastly, here's Top Gear 3000, because nothing says futuristic like high numbers or something. This is mostly the same gameplay and strategic elements as Top Gear 2, where you buy stuff, you upgrade, you get tons of nitros, there's no pit stops, and it's all pretty easy. There's also a really goofy backstory involving some kind of like intergalactic conglomerate of planets that are outlawing things because of something blah blah blah. Basically, racing is against the law for some reason, but you're an outlaw, you're a total badass rebel that doesn't play by the rules, and you're gonna race. Yeah, I know, it sounds like a really 90s B-movie starring Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren, you go in pieces.
The game is basically just like Top Gear 2, but with a new coat of paint and a couple gimmicks on the track, like the repair fields and warp zones, all in the name of making it kind of futuristic-y or something, I don't know. But it's disappointing. So there you have it. Top Gear is definitely worth checking out, but the other two, not so much. Just remember to avert your eyes from this dude, because he likes what he sees. Oh yeah.